Hello, it's Big Cheds, and this is the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education playlist on my YouTube, Cheds Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Cheds and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. For today's lesson, we're going to take a look at a sample trading journal entry. This is from my book, my fourth book, The Trading Journal, Trading Wisdom Part 2. And so we're walking through all the key things that go into a trading journal: the thesis, the stop loss, profit plan, mindfulness, and result and lesson learned. The thesis essentially here is that there's a play this individual has been watching, and it's one of their favorite plays, but it's down a lot. However, they're noticing that a double bottom is forming, the two troughs and a well-defined peak. That's what you want to see in a double bottom. Now, the price has already formed the second low, and it's attempting to test the peak. And this individual says, okay, I'm going to wait and see if the peak is broken. That means the double bottom will be triggered, and it's going to rejoin the larger trend. So here we're looking at, for example, a weekly uptrend that's been in daily damage. So rejoining the longer-term trend. Stop loss is when the trading idea fails, as always, when the thesis is invalidated. If the price fails to hold on a break of the peak, if it breaks the peak and fails to hold there, the stop loss this individual chooses is 2 daily closes below the peak. That's a little bit of a conservative stop loss. The measured move, the general price target, taking the height from the peak to the trough, and that gives you a general idea of a profit plan. This individual wants to take a little bit of profit once it gets to that level, and they're going to continue to monitor it. And before entering the trade, we're looking at mindfulness. We're challenging ourselves. How are we thinking? How are we feeling? What are we thinking? What our mood is. We want to be aware of that so we can look at it again later and look for patterns and train ourselves to be aware of our emotions. That's critically important. The end result of the trade, it looks like it worked out. There was a double bottom break. This individual sold a quarter of their position at the measured move and still holding a good amount of it. So they've paid themselves, and now the price is continuing, and it's riding the daily EMA 8, aka primary uptrend support. And the stop loss now has been moved up further into profit. So there's profit been taken, and the stop loss has been moved up into profit, no longer waiting for a break and 2 closes below the peak of the double bottom, and now riding the trade comfortably. The lessons learned: work hard, believe in yourself, and have fun. This is the last journal entry in my book, The Trading Journal, Trading Wisdom Part 2, but this is a good example of how you structure your trading journal, how you structure your trading idea, the stop loss, the profit plan, examining how you're feeling, and then recording what happened afterwards so you can learn from it. This one went well, maybe not too much to learn, but it's a nice example of a trading journal entry. And this is part of the Trading Encyclopedia Daily Education playlist on my YouTube, Cheds Trading. Find me on Twitter at Big Cheds and Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. Thank you, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Big Cheds out.